Greetings and welcome to Fright Night Flix, where every night is Fright Night. On the channel, I've been doing short reviews of each season of Stranger Things, one of my favourite shows of the modern TV era. So I thought for the last video of January, I'd do a bigger video sharing my overall thoughts on the final season of this worldwide phenomenon. So without further ado, here are my thoughts on Season 5 of Stranger Things.
Let's get started.
I thought the overall story was decent and felt like the plot of a classic 80s movie. I really like how they made Holly Wheeler, Mike and Nancy's younger sister, more of a character this season and fully integrated her into the main storyline. She feels less like a MacGuffin and more like a realised character, which gives her much more dimension. Her storyline also ties into Max's arc, and I really like what they did with my second favourite character on the show. I think most of the characters received satisfying conclusions that felt true to their directions they've been heading in. I was especially happy with how they ended Steve's arc. He's my favourite character in the entire series, and I was genuinely worried about his fate from the very beginning of the season. I decided to watch the season all in one, rather than episode by episode, and I think it really benefits from that approach. It plays more like one large event rather than a collection of mini-movies stitched together, which makes the experience feel more cohesive.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
However, my main criticism lies with the finale. It feels like it should have been split into 2 hour-long episodes instead of one massive 2-hour conclusion. Game of Thrones often excelled by making the penultimate episode the big explosive event, while the finale acting as a cooldown. I think Stranger Things could have benefited from a similar structure here. I also appreciate that the season explored Will in greater depth, but unfortunately, Mike feels reduced to a glorified background character. Honestly, you could remove him from most of the season and very little would change. This is disappointing given how central he was once to this show. The cast are excellent across the board, with Linda Hamilton and Nell Fisher being great additions. The returning cast are also fantastic, and it's really nice to see these actors go up along with their characters. That made them iconic. However, Jamie Campbell-Bowers is the clear standout this season. I've always liked him as an actor, and it's great to see him deliver what should be now considered his most iconic role to date. While the show maintains high production values, it no longer really has that distinctive 80s look that defined earlier seasons. Visually, it feels much more modern than nostalgic. I don't dislike how the season looks overall, but the 80s charm feels noticeably absent. You can tell it's set in the 80s through the story, but aesthetically, that flavour is missing, which is one of the reasons I don't rate it as highly as the other 4 seasons.
Yes, but at least they never missed an opportunity to miss an opportunity.
That said, it was fantastic to see directing legend Frank Darabont, who brought us The Shawshank Redemption, helm 2 episodes this season. When one of the greatest directors of all time is working on your show, you know you made it.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Before I give you my overall thoughts on Stranger Things Season 5, remember to hit that like button, subscribe to Fright Night Flix, and follow us on social media so you don't miss a single scare. What did you think to the final season of Stranger Things? Please let me know in the comments down below, and make sure you check out all my past videos on the channel, including the shorts I've done of the other 4 seasons. Now, back to Stranger Things.
No more distractions.
Overall, the final season of Stranger Things is stronger than many other TV finales, thanks to its storytelling, performances and direction. However, its long-winded final episode and failure to capture the 80s tone and charm that defined the series make it weaker compared to the first 4 seasons. It's enjoyable and very watchable, but it feels like it gambles more on hype than consistency, seasonal quality.
Ain't it obvious?
For me, Season 5 of Stranger Things receives a rating of an 8 out of 10 and a 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you all for watching today's video. Join me next time when I review The Sixth Sense. But until then, keep the chills alive, stay spooky, and remember, every night is Fright Night.